wish I had some carrots.
Why don't you go get some?
Because there's no carrots.
Well, why not?
Because there just aren't any carrots.
That's stupid.
Carrots were always a myth.
Wow. A myth made up by the British in World War II to trick the Nazis into buying a bunch of carrots.
Yeah, it was a pretty clever trick.
Especially since they didn't exist and they somehow spent a bunch of money on them.
Yep.
I missed. You're gonna have to close the door. I missed. I tried, but it didn't work.
Is there any other use for bone meal aside from growing things?
I don't know. Sounds cool. Probably eat it.
Maybe you can. Oh! You can place it on dirt and it grows flowers.
Oh, useful. Oh, shoot.
Oh, what happened here? One of our things got
What?
destroyed. One of our pieces of the farm is unhoed.
That's interesting.
It's a serious problem that I need to rectify.
You should hoe that.
I'm hoeing it. I'm gonna hoe the shit out of it.
That's disgusting. But I've seen that.
So I was watching this thing today. It was The Dark Knight Returns. It's a Batman like animated movie and it's got 2 parts to it.
Mm-hmm.
And although the second part's kind of cool because Batman kicks the living shit out of Superman because he made himself a super suit and was really smart in his way that he did it.
Yeah.
Like he made a kryptonite arrow that would get kryptonite in his lungs but not kill him, just incapacitate him so he could teach him not to stay out of his way or something like that. So that was kind of cool. But in the first part, like the Joker is still there and like he's in a mental asylum. But then a psychiatrist comes and brings the Joker out and says the Joker is a sensitive man. You can't, like, he's not responsible for any of the killings he did. He's responsible for the Batman psychotic obsession because the Batman's crazy. And everyone's like, oh, of course, it's the Batman's crazy. Because, you know, the Joker totally didn't kill people before Batman existed. Or before Batman tried to stop him, that is.
Exactly.
And so not only that, but then at one point they're at a carnival and the Joker's just running around. Like, first of all, he's on a talk show with a host and a psychiatrist, and they're talking about stuff and saying how he's not responsible. And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna kill everyone in this room." And the psychiatrist's like, "That's just his way of like easing the tension." And the guy's like, "That's a weird way to go about it." And he's like, "No, I literally am gonna kill everyone in this room." He's like, "Do I guess keep these mugs?" He's like, "You do whatever you want with it." So he smashes the mug, cuts the psychiatrist's neck open with a shattered mug, kills him, and then he releases the Joker gas that like makes people laugh to death and kills everyone in the place. So they all die. So all these people in the room die, and you know, obviously it was a live televised broadcast, so people who are watching it obviously know, you know, he killed all those people because he's killing them. He just wants to kill people. So then he's running around and Batman's trying to stop him again. And at one point they go to a carnival, like he's at a carnival and he's running around with a gun and Batman's trying to stop him. And then he grabs someone and like takes them hostage and he's like, "What you gonna do about it?" And then he throws 3 batarangs at him and they all stab into him, 2 in his shoulders and 1 in his one eye. He's like, "Are you out of your mind?" He's like, "I'm done playing games." He's like, "Be still my heart," because he wants Batman to kill him. And at that point, I'm like, okay, so Batman's actually going to kill him. That's totally, you know, out of Batman's character. He never kills anyone, but okay. I'll see what happens. It might be resolved differently than what I think it'll be resolved. So, as he's running through and Joker's taking all these people hostage and killing people, like, he's running around. He shot, like, I don't know, a bunch of people in Tunnel of Love when he ran into the Tunnel of Love. He just shot all these people and was killing them. And not only that, and so he's killing all these people. Batman's trying to stop him. So eventually Batman like grabs him. He's like gonna stop. He's like, "No more all the people I've killed because I let you live," and all that kind of stuff. And then the Joker's like, "Oh," starts stabbing him to death. Basically, he keeps stabbing him in the stomach. So eventually, to stop him, the Batman's like, "Okay, I'm just gonna snap his neck." So he snaps his neck because he's like basically gonna die if he doesn't kill the Joker at that point. So there's 2 things that you have to understand then. One, the Joker was already a menace and he was killing everyone in the carnival. And then 2, he was killing Batman as that was happening. So when he killed him, which is out of his character for Batman to kill the Joker, I think, personally. But as he's killing him, he did it basically in self-defense, to a fair degree. But as he killed him, despite all the other people that got shot in the tunnel, 2 people were still on a boat and saw him snap his neck, and that's when they freaked out and ran because they were scared because Batman snapped his neck. Rather than the massive amounts of gunshots and blood in the water and bodies. That's not what scared him. It's when Batman killed the killer. That's what's scary.
What if that was part of the ride?
So that was like, huh? And even after all that, and even after the Joker was killing all the people, and even after... Because at this point in the story, Batman is like really old. It's supposed to be like way down the road when he's like in his 60s or something like that.
Yeah.
And they know that he's a good guy, but I guess the new commissioner, who's, from what I can gather, a descendant of Gordon, is like, oh, Batman's evil. He's just crazy. We have to stop him again. It's like, when the fuck did this happen?
Gordon Freeman?
Not Gordon Freeman. It's, Commander Gordon. Is it Commander? Commissioner Gordon. That's what it is.
Commander Gordon Freeman?
No.
Oh, that's disappointing.
So it's like, wait a second, so now we all hate Batman again? When did that happen and why? There might be a background to that, but I don't know what it is, for one. And 2, it's like, he was literally stopping a guy who was killing other people, and he only killed him because he was about to die if he didn't kill him. And you're still thinking he's, like, should go to jail for that? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? That's not how the justice system works.
The justice system?
Court system, justice system, whatever you want to call it. If someone's killing you and you stop them by killing them, you have, you're not supposed to, but if you have to, then it's like, okay, we know it's fine. You did what you had to do to survive, and we're not going to hold that against you, which is basically what he did. And they're still going to blame him as like, oh, you're a monster because you killed the Joker. It's like, any one of you guys would have killed him if you had the chance.
And what I was saying was you said justice wrong.
What did I say?
You said justice. You just say it like Batman.
Justice!
There we go.
It's the justice system.
Exactly.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
That's
That was
fine.
completely my fault. That's a really big mountain in the desert. You want to go explore the... Wait a second! Come here.
What?
Look in the corner. You see the direction I'm facing? Like,
Yeah.
to the left of that mountain thing of the sand?
Yeah?
Do you see what looks like a roof of something?
No.
Follow me. I think I see. I think. You know what? You don't have to follow me. I'll go investigate.
No, I want to go investigate too.
It looks like it's some roof to something, like maybe a village. I don't know why I haven't seen it until now.
Why haven't they come and said hi yet?
Because they don't leave their village unless they turn into zombies. And that I'm thinking maybe that's where... Or is that just a tree that didn't render all the way? I can't tell.
All I saw was sand.
It might
I
be a
even
tree that
leaned
didn't
in.
render all the way.
I even leaned in real close.
Guess what? It was a tree that didn't render all the way.
Nailed it.
And from that distance, it's one of the savanna trees. It's got like brown like leaves, and it totally looked like wood. You can go back to the house. I'm gonna keep walking around. There's another forest over here, and that's good. Are those pumpkins? No, that's something. Is that one of those giant mushrooms? Maybe that is. I don't know. I'm gonna keep exploring.
Looks like a tree.
Hopefully I don't die.
Uh-huh.
I can't tell what anything I'm looking at is anymore.
Perfect.
Oh, I heard one of the eerie, like, wind noises.
Wind?
Like, underground wind.
Underground wind.
Yes. I did find a mushroom, I told you.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
It breaks immediately when you hit it with an axe.
It's a mushroom. Oh, yep, there's not a creeper in the doorway. Yeah.
It's a good thing you won't blow up the doorway this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut the mushroom down. We need to
Why?
find... Oh, because... One,
Shoot.
if we use... But did you say shit?
I said shoot, because I wasted a piece of glass.
Oh no, that's a
No.
Well, one, if we use bone meal on mushrooms, they grow into big mushrooms. So if we find some of the small brown mushrooms, we can have a mushroom farm to make like mushroom stews and stuff like that. Because mushroom stew restores a lot in the food bar.
Wow.
It's one of the most effective things to restore. Just the only thing about it that's negative is that it also, when you consume the mushroom stew, it doesn't get rid of any items in your hotbar at all because it still has a bowl. If anything, it actually adds an extra item sometimes.
When you consume the mushroom stew.
What's so funny about that?
It's the way that sounds when you consume the mushroom stew.
Well, I mean, are you not consuming it?
I don't know, I guess so.
Hey, I have a thing. I have a problem here. I have a problem here. I have a problem here.
Yeah.
They can climb up your staircase.
Yeah, but they're not going to.
Yes, they will. They're smart.
No.
Look, watch this. Watch this.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
Oh, look at him go. Look at him go.
Shoot him. Just hit him off while I'm working.
Well, they can climb up. We have to fix
We
it.
just need to wait for the grass to grow and then I'll cut it down. Okay?
I have a better idea of how to get that grass to come.
How's that?
I'm gonna get some bones and make bone meal.
Thought they made flowers though. That's what you said.
Flowers, and it grew taller grass on the grass that was already there, so I assumed it would grow grass from scratch.
Yeah, you assume.
Well, it's a pretty good estimate. It's a good hypothesis.
Is it though?
I don't really see any flaws in this hypothesis. I could try and get those one of those 3 skeletons over there, 5 skeletons over there, but that's suicide.
Is it?
Most likely.
You just have to believe in yourself.
I don't believe in myself that much.
Okay.
To kill 5 skeletons by myself, that's a little far-fetched. Like, they're all going to be shooting at me, and the skeletons are crazy accurate nowadays.
Nowadays, not back in the old days.
No, and like the beta and stuff, they were shit. Like, I'm replaying a beta version, and they're horrible. Like, I mean, they're really, really horrible. Like, their arrows barely go anywhere at all. The only way they can do any damage to you is if you're within a couple blocks of them and you just don't move. And even then, if you're with like 4 blocks away, it just hits the ground before it even hits you because it's just a pathetic shot. But nowadays, they're perfectly accurate every time.
Not every time.
Most of the time.